आप लोगों ने श्री महाराज ने बहुत सुंदर रूप में काल एक कथा भी श्रवण कराया था। ये वृंदावन
Yesterday Maharaj was saying that Dwarkapuri is such a dham that Maya cannot enter Dwarkapuri. Or Param Guru Maharaj, whenever Harikatha used to speak, he would say something very true in the Harikatha. He would begin every Harikatha with half a shloka. Which shloka? Guru. This shloka. This Dwarkapuri, Swami Bhagavan, his Jogamaya, protects this Dwarkadam. Maya cannot enter this Dwarkadam. Not even the curse of a Brahma can enter this Dwarkadam. Dwarkapuri, very beautiful. So you heard that Narada Rishi, he made the 10,000 sons of Daksha Prajapati become sannyas. So Daksha Prajapati, he gave a curse to Narada Rishi. Look, you, just by the time that it takes to milk a cow, you cannot stay more than a moment in any place, more than time needed to milk a cow. So Narada Rishi cannot stay in anywhere. Narada Rishi, he's always going everywhere, making disciples everywhere where he goes. Narada Rishi thinks, so what's the meaning of making disciples? If each disciple gives one rupee, then if you have 10,000 disciples, you have 10,000 rupees. What is the calculation you should have according to your disciples? How to deliver all living entities? This is the calculation. This is the truth. He goes everywhere, doing the kirtan of the leelas of God. The Santa Mahatmas, why do they go everywhere, the saints? To deliver the souls. This Santa Mahatmas, the saints, they have the God in their hearts. Their hearts, they make the tirthas, the pilgrimage places, they make these places pure, because so many persons, like sinful persons and thieves, they go to the pilgrimage places and they have a shower there, and then they leave their sins there. But then these saints that they have God in their hearts, when they go to the tirthas, they purify the tirthas, the pilgrimage places. So the Bhagavatam says in this verse, what is the meaning of Santa Mahatmas going everywhere? To actually purify the holy places. So Narada Rishi goes everywhere, and he becomes tired. And then he comes to Dwarkapuri and stays in Dwarkapuri. And then he sits there near Bhagavan's lotus feet and takes rest. Not only Narada Rishi, many Santa Mahatmas, they come in Dwarkapuri and stay there, especially in the time of Chaturmasya. From the months of Shravana to Kartik, these 4 months, the Santa Mahatmas, they don't go anywhere. They sit in one place and do the bhajan, chanting holy names, following the niyam, the rules. One thing happened. Shukadeva Goswami told this Harikatha very beautiful to Parikshit Maharaj. He said one thing. One time, Atrikalagya Rishi, means a Rishi who knows past, present, future. Brahmagyani, Jogi Mahajogi. So very great saints. Trikalagya Rishis means saints that know present, past and future. This kind of Rishis. They so much realized, all these saints, they were in Dwarkapuri, and one time, all these rishis, they started discussing one thing about Bhagavan. Look, Harikatha is here that when there's the time of death,
जब किसी के मृत्यु के समय होता
if
है ना,
somebody is about to
तो
die,
बुद्धि जो है, बुद्धि कैसे है?
then the
बिगड़ जाता है,
intelligence goes bad.
भ्रमित हो जाता है।
The person becomes like
जानबूझ
deluded.
करके वो सांप के गड्ढे में, गत्ते में क्या करते हैं? हाथ डाल देता है।
Forcefully
और सांप
putting the hand in the
उसी
well,
प्रकार
in the
इस कथा की
cover, no, in
पटभूमिका
the
में
hole of the snake.
प्रारंभ में
Then snake bites this person's hands.
तो उसी समय
So in this moment,
कृष्ण के पुत्र आदि जो है,
the sons of Krishna,
प्रद्युम्न, सांब,
Samba, what's his name?
सांब जो है, और
सांबा।
उनके सखाओं के साथ,
With
मित्रों
his
के
friends.
साथ वहीं पर खेल-कूद कर रहे थे।
They were playing.
खेल-कूद करते-करते सखाओं के, उनके
then
मित्रों के साथ एक खेल कर रहे थे।
these
ये
friends
आगे देखो,
told to
यहाँ
the
पर
another
बहुत
friend,
सब त्रिकाल ऋषि
look,
बैठे
there's
हैं।
also these rishis in Dwarka. They know present, past, and future. Are they really sadhus or not? Because sometimes we have this kind of questions in our minds. Is this person really sadhu? Or that other day, our Prabhuji had said it was very giving bliss. What is this Harikatha going Gauriya Math? What is this Harikatha?
और आगे मंदिर में आगे तो
came to
सब
the
ऊपर
temple.
की तरफ जा रहे थे।
Everybody, when you go to the temple, you have to
मंदिर पर गए,
go three-
देखा तो भंडारा चल रहे हैं।
like one sadhu one time came to the temple, and he came to the temple and he went to the third floor, and there was prasad going on, very delicious prasad. And when he came back of the temple, he went away from the temple, went out. Somebody asked, did you have the darshan Thakurji? He said, which darshan Thakurji? First I went to the take prasad, very delicious prasad in third floor. Bihari Lal ki. So like this is not sadhu, this is like a sadhu, somebody just interested in the prasad, not having darshan Thakurji. So then Samba told to his friends, are this really person, this sadhu? So I don't know this kind of like this Takaji, I don't know. Another Tagore saying the two words, sadhu and sadhu, something like that means like he's really a saint or not, this is the meaning, I don't know exactly. Don't they, so these sons of Krishna, they decided to pretend, some of them was like a pregnant girl. They put a fake bahiga, belly, and also fake teeth, how to say teeth? Like breast. They make like a basket on the belly, pretending to us. They put the sari. People don't even use sari nowadays, so who knows what is a sari, Okay, but then they pretend they were a girl putting the sari, faking pregnancy in this girl. Putting very big, like gomar means the veil covering the head. And the two small boys, and they came with this faking pregnant girl to the saints and said, although Srimad Bhagavatam doesn't mention which saint was this person, which saint they asked, but there are so many Trikalag in Santa Mahatma, means many sadhus who know present, past and future, discussing some Bhagavad Gita. Some acharyas in commentary, they explain that Narada Rishi, or maybe Durvasa Rishi, these kind of very powerful rishis, they were there. Narada Rishi or Durvasa Rishi, but actually Bhagavad doesn't mention which rishi. Just mention that the rishis were there sitting. And then this Samba, son of Krishna, he was there and asked the Rishi, look, you know everything in present, past and future. This girl is about to give birth to the baby, this lady. His two moms or in one mom she'll give the baby. You are Santa Mahamir sends, so tell me, this baby will be a boy or a girl? This boy in her belly. Will be girl or boy? Tell me this, please. They ask like this. Then the Santa Mahatma did not say anything, the sadhus. The Trikalagya saints like Durvasa, they know present, future, and like Durvasa Rishi, they were there. Then Trikalagya Rishis, they know everything. They think, oh, they are joking with us, like they are messing around with us. They don't know. They don't even know. They don't know exactly what is a Santa Mahatma, a saint. Then a saint said, "You're foolish. You came to Santa Mahatma to make fun of him. You're saying that she's about to give birth to the baby. Go.
इसे मुसुल जन्म
This thing you're thinking in his belly, in her belly, you're pretending to.
मुसुल समझता है बताइए तो
Who doesn't know what is
क्या
musul?
मुसुल क्या है
What is musul?
क्योंकि आज
Because the saint said, everything, this thing which you put inside her belly, this fake belly, will be a musul.
टूटने के लिए
You know, when you go to grind the wheat, there's one kind of stone,
नीचे जो है
and like there's a stick, and in the under of the stick, there's like an iron piece that you
चावल धान से चावल अलग हो जाता है
You-
उसी को कहा जाता है मुसल
you do something that to separate the grains, the rice grains, something like that. Then this musul, one kind of thing, making like to grind this seeds and separate the rice, something like that, using in farming. So the iron bowl, or iron piece. So the saint said, this fake belly will be manifested as an iron bowl. This iron musul, that this will be the cause. You give the jai. People didn't say jai. Give the jai because now it was lunchtime, so everybody's feeling sleepy. So you give the jai jai, and the four daughters of Jamaraj, they're here. They will go away if you give the jai very loudly. The four daughters of Jamaraj, they went walking very quickly. You could not see Maharaj Yoshu. So continue the Harikatha. So what happened, and the sadhu said, this iron ball manifests from the fake belly and will be the cause of the destruction of all Jadoo dynasty. Then in Samba, these boys, they took out this fake belly, this basket with full of cloth inside, because of fake belly. When they open, because you know the words of a saint, they never goes in lie, because the desire of God. Who knows the desire of God? They didn't put any musul, any iron ball in the belly, but something amazing happened because of how it's so powerful the words of a saint, and has a very power. When they opened the fake belly, they saw really there was a piece of iron, this musul, this kind of piece of iron using farming. So everybody was very afraid. So you should be careful. If you have any doubt in your life, anything, you should not hide anything in front of three persons. One is mother and father, another guru, and in front of the doctor. You should not hide anything. How many persons did I say? Raise your hands. How many? Three persons. You should not hide anything in front of three persons. Otherwise, everything in your life will be destroyed. It will be destroyed. I'm saying this good. You should not hide anything in front of your mother and father. Understand? Sometimes you have something. If you have something problem in your private portion, intimate part, you should tell this to the gurus and to the gurujan superiors and your mother and father and doctor. If you don't show what is going on in your private parts, then maybe you get a very terrible disease there. So, in front of three persons, you should not hide anything. In front of the mother and father, doctor, and in front of guru. So guru solve everything for you. Should be your faith. So Bhagavan Krishna was in Dwarika, but some of these persons, they didn't go straight to Krishna to tell about this. They first went to Ugrasen, bringing the musul, that piece of iron, and then the Ugrasen said, do one thing, where there is no bamboo, there will be no flute. So he said, you see, this piece of iron, then Ugrasen said, you do one thing, you come in the bank of the ocean. There's so many stones in the bank of the ocean. So you just like grind? Great. Great, no? Great this iron ball in the other stone. Great. And this iron will become a very small piece of iron. Then with the water of the ocean, it will be like dragged away into the water of the ocean, the small pieces after grating. And just a little bit of piece you can keep, that you can keep in your hand. Then you do one thing. You come inside of a river in a boat, sorry, inside of the ocean in a boat, and you throw this last small piece in the ocean. And this small piece, it was left after grating from another stone. They could not even hold this with the finger. And he went inside of the ocean and threw this small piece in the ocean. But what happened? A fish ate this small piece of iron which was left. Then continue. So I'm telling about this Jadavamsha, how is the destruction of dynasty of the others. So this piece of iron, which was with the small pieces which were grated in the stone on the bank of the ocean, what happened? They became the sarkand, means one kind of like a bamboo, like a capim, like a bamboo, like a grass, very short grass with the very high, very tall, very sharp leaves. So one day, these people of Jadavamsha, this dynasty of Jadu, they were in the Dwarikapuri, drinking that thing. The somras they were drinking. They became drunk. Then if you take some intoxication, if you drink something, what will happen? I don't know. Talking one to each other, talking, and they started quarreling so much to each other. Sometimes just a small thing happens, and then you know, just a little thing, then you start quarreling so much, you know. How many times have you seen this? In Mathura or in other places, it's in the newspaper that for small thing, people. You speak Hindi? So all these people from Jadavamsha, after drinking the somras, they became drunk. Like you see, so how many people sometimes they drink and they do bad things, you know, like maybe, you know, beat each other, kill each other. Like, so they start like fighting, became very angry with each other. Then what did they do? They took this sarkand, this kind of like very sharp grass or bamboo. They took this plant and they kill each other with this sharp, you know, parts of this plant, and they kill each other. It's like a spear, you know, like this. And then they killed each other. All Jadavamshis, the people of dynasty of Yadus, they destroyed like this. Was killed like this. Bhagavan is Purushottam, Krishna. He knows everything. He knows everything. How to, you know, continue the lila and arrange all the lila. So saying Bhagavan, I'll tell you very quickly because Maharaj is saying I should tell it briefly. So Bhagavan, what did he do? He was very unhappy and he went to Prabhas, to this place. How many kilometers to Dwarika to Prabhas? He went to this place and going there, he just sat, no, he sat on top of the tree on a branch. Then he met Uddhava something, and this is called Uddhava Krishna Samvad. In 11th canto, Bhagavan himself gave teachings, very beautiful teachings to the Jivas. In two things in Bhagavata. One is Uddhav Sandesh and another Uddhav Samvad. Uddhav Sandesh is when Swayam Bhagavan, he sent Uddhava from Mathura to Vrindavan. This is called Uddhava Sandesh. Sandesh is not only a kind of sweet. In Bengal, you see the sweet in Bengal is called Sandesh, one kind of sweet. But Sandesh here means message. Message, you know. So Uddhava Sandesh means the message that Uddhava sent to the Brajavas, you know. So in Prabhas, in this place, Swayam Bhagavan, Uddhava was there, and Bhagavan told Uddhava, quickly you go and go to the Himalayas where there's some rishis waiting for you. Maitri and these other rishis, they're waiting for you there, especially Vidur from Hastinapur is also there, waiting for you. They are waiting for you, the Pandavas. So you should go quickly to Simai. And within 7 days, this Dwarikapuri is completely floated under the water. So in this moment, Swayam Bhagavan he gave very beautiful instructions to Uddhav. Just like in the Gita, Swayam Bhagavan, he gave many teachings to everyone in the world through Arjun. In the same time, same way, through Uddhav, Krishna gave many teachings to everyone in the world. It was in the 11th canto. This Uddhav and Krishna, Samvad, this conversation between Krishna and Uddhav. It's very beautiful. Explains about Varnashram Dharma, Dharma, Artha, Gyan, also how to attain to God. So the 11th canto is called Abhidya Tattva. The process to attain to God is explained in the 11th canto. So the time is very short, but so Bhagavan actually, he showed one Leela through Jogamaya in this moment, in one form, with his eternal associates of Dwarika. Krishna went to his eternal transcendental world in Dwarika Dham, transcendental world. Another Leela that Bhagavan shows that Swayam Bhagavan, when he was sitting in on the tree, what happened? His feet is very reddish color, no? The sole of his feet. So some people say, in Bhagavata, there is a shlok in Bhagavata saying that some shlok says Madhu Pushpita Vakya. Some shlokas are like this. What is the meaning of Madhu Pushpita Vakya? Means what? Just like some people, to make some people understand and to make attract people. This Shastra says many things, like maybe flattering or something like that. You know? It's called Madhu Pushpita Vakya. Why? Because first I told the Siddhanta, what? That the soul is immortal. Even in Gita, Bhagavan says that there even the cannot wind cannot touch. There's no birth, no death for the Atma. So God is Atma of the Atma, means soul of the soul. So how can God die? You know? But still, as like a Madhu Pushpita Vakya, to make people understand or maybe attract people like this. So it was saying that where Bhagavan was there, from far, one hunter. One hunter. From far. He thought that the feet of Bhagavan was like a mouth of a deer. So he shot a arrow, and then like Krishna died like this because of this arrow that hit his feet or ankle. No, hit his feet like him like this. But in Gita, Krishna says, my birth and activities are transcendental. If that person who knows that everything is transcendental about me, after giving up this body, they'll go to my transcendental world. But Karmivadi, people from Karma Jnani, to cheat these people from Karma Jnana like this, Bhagavan makes this lila to cheat these persons. Can I just speak a little bit more? No. Okay. Just 1 second. Because there is Siddhanta also. Gurudeva told very beautiful Harikatha about this. There was one magician in the court of a king. This magician showed a very beautiful magic, and the queen was very happy. And the queen, she gave her necklace of her neck as a gift to the magician. And the magician, what did he do? He took this necklace to his wife. And then his wife came the two sons of the mother, wife of magician, was like quarreling over the necklace. They wanted the necklace, sorry. Then they became so angry. Then these two sons, they took one sword at the same time and they cut off the neck of the other. You know, each one cut each other's neck off. So at the same moment, the two sons of the magician died in front of everyone like this. And then Maharani, the queen, so the wife was seeing her two sons dying like this, so she also cut off her own neck. Then the magician said, oh my God, my two sons died, my wife dead. And so the magician also cut off his own neck. So at the same moment, in front of everyone, the whole family, 4 people of the family of magician, they killed themselves, like they died like this. So king was so much like unhappy and like shocked, you know, everyone saw this, you know, in front of everyone in the courtyards of the king, in the court. So whatever happened. But then the king, he took the 4 dead body of all, and the Agni Samskara means the rituals after death, you know, like burned like this. At the same time, he burned these 4 bodies together. Agni Samskar, they burned these 4 bodies together.
इसके बाद
After that,
2-4 दिन बाद जो है
after 2-4 days,
जैसे ब्राह्मण भोजन होता है संस्कार के बाद जो होता है,
after this samskar, this ritual of the death, they do some Brahman bhojan. They feed the Brahmans, you know, because of somebody's death like this.
उठावनी उसी सभा में
So there was
आगे कुछ
Uttabani, I don't know, maybe
maybe
some
के बारे में कुछ आभार प्रकट करने के लिए दुख प्रकाश करने के लिए।
somebody who was speaks some words like in homage of the magician. It was a very big assembly, and then came some like the post office person, like a messenger came and gave a letter in the hand of king. Look, this letter came for you, Maharaj. Then Maharaj, in front of this assembly, he opened the letter. The magician wrote, Maharaj, 2-3 days before or 4 days before,
आपको जो मैंने दिखाया था
I showed to you
जादू दिखाया था आपने
that
मुझे
magic.
एक सुंदर जो है हार दिया था जिसके
And then you liked so much, and you gave me a necklace. Then because of this, every fourth person of my family died.
अभी एक आपको जादू दिखा रहा हूँ
But Maharaj,
क्या दोगे मुझे बोले ऐसे कहते हुए
I'm still alive, so what will you give me
आपकी पत्नी उनके दो बेटा
in return? Then the magician and wife and the 2 sons, they came back. They just came in the middle of assembly. They entered alive. Everybody's like shocked. How did it happen? Actually, we're not dead. We're not dead. Actually, we're not burned. There's what? Abaran nahi hai. Abaran nahi hai.
यदि गुरुदेव इसकी कंक्लूजन देते थे
They'll give this conclusion.
कि एक जादूगर इंद्रजाल के द्वारा मंत्र
Even this magician, to this tantra mantra and this magic, he can do these kind of things. Imagine Swayam Bhagavan, the magics of the magics. Which kind of things he can do? He's Leeladhari, Leela Purushottam, full of leelas. So he does this leela. So that's why Bhagavan in Gita he says, my janma karma, chame divyan, my birth and my activities are transcendental. If you know this, at the end you can get to my own abode. So Bhagavan, there's no